And gals, ready to go home? Hey, I just want to say thank you for helping us out with the goats. I really appreciate that.
Of course, we did not eat any of them.
How nervous were you about your bonfires here? You had some trees cleared. Is that making you nervous or not too bad? You guys were quite a ways away still.
Nerves of steel.
Nerves of steel.
Having anything dry here made me more nervous than maybe. I wouldn't say it made me less nervous, but I wasn't anxious. Definitely tried to get what I could cleared away to, lessen the potential for catastrophe.
Yeah, I thought I was back to normal and everything pretty much last week when the fires that near us was contained. But yesterday when it rained, I just felt like this relief. I just kind of relaxed and tired, and I didn't realize how uptight I was about everything that was going on. But,
I felt this dual mix of relief that the rain was coming in and the feeling of why did I not get more done when it was dry.
I know. I was rushing around trying to get all kinds of chores done. Yeah, like I said yesterday, I was trying to pick up the goats yesterday, but I just didn't. I had all this cut firewood that I needed to get in. I wanted to get it in before it got wet at all, although there'll probably be a few weeks of dry here before it will rains, but yeah.
Well, I'm hoping, most importantly, the goats will be dry again soon after getting a nice soaking. So I'm hoping they'll appreciate the rain as well.
Is there...
And is it offensive to say that maybe Stinky the goat it wouldn't hurt to have just a little, some of his aroma rinsed away? No, I mean, no offense to him or anything. He owns it.
Oh yeah, we have to keep him away from the house. That goat just stinks so bad. And I want to get him, fixed so bad. But we're still trying to have some baby goats. We'll see what happens. But he's a stinker for sure.
We could tell which way the wind was blowing by. He was definitely a good gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's Stinky.
How much trouble was it for you?
How much trouble?
Mm-hmm.
No trouble. Just another part of the family passing through for a little while. We enjoyed having them here, and it's fun getting to see their different personalities. And
I have to say I really enjoyed not having them. Takes a lot less time out of the day.
And they're friendly goats. I mean, you come down and they'd always be excited, kind of, follow me around, follow the kids around there. And you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to tug on their beard too, but I said no, we got to talk to Nakia about that.
Yeah.
Maybe you could tug on his beard.
No, that's okay. If you really want to, you can. What about you've got a lot going on too on social media. You're a pretty prolific storyteller. Can people watch your stuff anywhere?
Joseph Ivan Long is generally how I can be found on the interwebs, sometimes under my corporate moniker of Very Long Media, which I go through different phases of sometimes paying attention to and sometimes not.
Yeah.
But I'm there. I'm available and accessible on the interwebs and sometimes social media. Joseph Ivan Long.
Yeah, I really like how you tell stories about family, and that's kind of your expertise. One of many, I should say.
Expertise. I mean, I'm good at carrying stuff around. Sometimes humans say. Thank you.
Storytelling.
Thank you. I love a good story. Am I allowed to ask if you have watched any good stories lately?
Man, have I watched any good stories lately? Man, I can't think of any right now that are really, really good that I've watched. I tell you one story that I came across today. I was working on a project for a client that was, the keyword I put in was human suffering, because I was looking for somebody that was in suffering. And I'd never Googled that before, and it just made me feel so much better about my life. Just the horrible things that are going on in the world, and the genocide that's going on in Myanmar. I haven't been paying attention to that last year and this year. It's just horrific, and so it makes me so grateful for where we are now, and just so many minor problems. I mean, our problems are just tiny compared to what's going on there.
Well said.
Oh, say, do you know how I go? 3 babes in the woods, their names I don't know, were stolen away on a bright summer day, and lost in the woods, so I've heard people say, and lost in the woods, so I've heard people say.
This little girl gave this sad old man a flower and gave him a hug. And this family is moving away, and this little girl isn't getting a flower, and she feels sad. This lady has a flower. This man has a flower. Look, everybody who has a flower has color now.
This last week has been busy for us. We went out to the Longs to pick up our goats and bring them back home after the fires. There have been flash flood warnings in the middle of the night because there's been heavy rains, which has really dampened the fires, but I guess they're not completely contained yet. Been wanting to get out and see the damage, but honestly, we've been just recovering, and it just really wiped us out, all of that fiasco, everything going on. And I've got deadlines for a client with work. I'm really grateful to my brother and father-in-law who helped me get wood today. I've got just under a month. The rains come about October, mid-October. You can expect rain. Sometimes they come sooner or later, but that's almost like clockwork. That's when it really sets in. And so I should have gotten more wood sooner, but I just haven't had time. But my brother and father-in-law, Tyson and Gail, helped me get, I don't know, I think it's 1.5 cords of wood, a couple great big Douglas fir that went down on some neighbor's property, and they were gracious enough to let me cut it down, cut it up, remove it, and a big job. I'm looking forward to using this axe. A dude sent me this last year, and he works at Still, and I can't remember your name, sorry buddy, but I'm looking forward to trying it out. I had most of my wood split last year, and I have my favorite red fiberglass handled maul that I really like. It's a heavy maul, so I don't even remember what brand it is, but I'll bring it out and have an axe competition here sometime. Try it out. But that's kind of what's going on here at Rat and Cat. We're just trying to get ready for fall, and I'm gonna, like I said, squeeze in some more searches if I can before the weather turns bad in the mountains, and have some new playlists coming up too that I'm going to be talking about and offering you in the future for some wintertime entertainment. So thanks for tuning in. Look forward to hearing your comments. You know, be kind, rewind, stay cool, keep in school. I can't think of any other cliche things, but do good. That's what I say, do good. Yesterday there was a bad windstorm, and knocked down a tree, one of our trees across the road. One of the neighbors cut it out. Some fire trucks came because there were some wildfires in the area. Burn piles got out of control from the windstorm. Some other branches and stuff came down. The power went out. Some Jehovah's Witnesses came by. And that was all before 10:30 a.m. And I had deadlines for clients that morning too. It's a busy time of the year, fall. A lot of you watch my channel because you like me, see me go search for missing people in the area, and I just haven't been able to do that. Too many responsibilities with family and here at home. Started painting this barn this year. I was hoping to put it off another year. This T111 siding with the grooves in it is really high maintenance, and especially since this structure doesn't have gables or eaves, it wears pretty bad. So I was looking at the paint, and it was cracked a lot more than I thought, and chipping here and there. And if I didn't paint it this year, it was going to cause twice the damage it would normally. So fortunately, my family's been helping me with that. My mother-in-law, or my brother-in-law and father-in-law. My mother-in-law's been watching the kids too and stuff some. And it's a big endeavor to get this all painted before the rain, and we're racing the rain. I wasn't going to paint it because I ran out of time, but then we got 1 week here where it's been clear. The rain starts tomorrow, and we've been working on prepping it and priming it, and today we've got to get it painted, all done. And it's not a small building. So that's the task at hand. You know, there's the adventure of going out in the woods, but just living in the country is an adventure. I mean, living in the city is too. You've got your own adventures there, but living in the country, like, there's all those things that I already mentioned. And in the middle of the night last night, there was the coyotes were coming closer. My wife woke me up because I didn't even hear them. I was out, and they were down by the pen, the goats pen, our male goats pen, and right there. I mean, they were going to get him. So we yelled at him, and that spooked him out. And as I went down to get him and bring him up to the barn, or the pen near the barn, I could see the coyote's eyes reflecting out in the field, and he was watching me. And as I came closer, I could see him run off across the field. So I'm gonna have to do something there, and I can't have him up by the house because he just smells too bad. I need to really take care of that and get him fixed. But I don't know. I keep on hoping that these goats will have kids, but something's not working there because they're not. And it could be that our females are just too old. But life goes on. So I'm enjoying the last fall day of crisp fresh air, or crisp sunny days, I should say. And we might have more, but it tends to just sock in with rain and snow and ice for the rest of the season. And judging by the windstorms that we've had so far, I think it might be a doozy this year again. And that's something I'm thinking about with life and what I do in this YouTube channel, where I do a lot of outdoor stuff. And this, I'd like to get out in the snow and whatever. And like skiing and snowshoeing and snow camping. It's a bit harder here with having the animals and life, and just our kids, what age they're at, to get out and do that financially and time-wise. Painting the barn this year, I can really see how it's aged over the last 7 years. I've tried to take good care of it, but wood siding always ages. And it's just, I don't know, feels like a reminder of change, how life continues to change, and we all age. And my cousin died this last year under circumstances that I don't fully understand. And it's a tragedy, and I don't know, maybe I'll talk about it more sometime, but it's thinking about that and family and seeing my kids grow, the changes that they go through. I feel a need to be grounded and value things that are important in life, and to try to let the other things go. Man, it's been threatening to rain all day, and it may actually finally rain, but I was up till 3 o'clock last night. Finished about 2:30. My in-laws helped for about 10 hours, I think, until about 9 o'clock last night, and they left. So I'm pretty tired out, and I thought it was just gonna rain, so I was giving up, but I think I might go ahead and try to put up, do some white coat. It's basically the trim that I need to do on my barn here, and that part, and some of the cracks up high. But it's kind of misting already. I don't know if it's, but if it just keeps up like that, it would dry out if it was like this. So it's a gamble, but I think I might go for it. Well, just as I started to get the paint supplies out, a big shower hit, and now it's just drizzly. So I think that's a good indication that I shouldn't really finish painting right now. I got a lot of things here to do. I got to clean up. I've got to fasten down the downspouts too. So maybe I'll just concentrate on that for now. I got to get it all done. One thing I really want to do is have a barn party. We've had one almost every year. Last year we skipped it with the new baby and some other stuff that was going on. It just was difficult to do. But we love to put on a barn party for the community and our friends, and I'm hoping to be able to do that in the next couple of weeks. But I have quite a bit of cleanup I need to do here in my barn before we can do that.